photo. This is perceptions of beauty throughout history. We're gonna do a deep dive. This is the Venus of Willendorf figurine. And I guess it dates back to 25,000 BC and is considered a masterpiece of this era. Y'all, if I even try to say these damn words, Paleolithic, that might be right. I might not have done that bad. That era. Some historians point to the 4-inch statue as a representation of idealized female body and beauty at the time. Obviously, I feel like we can all mutually agree that even just looking at this and the standards of today, whoa, I'm actually intrigued to see how it changes throughout the years. Wow, the marble sculpture, Venus de Milo, dates to about 100 BC. The 6-foot-tall statue is commonly thought to represent Aphrodite, the ancient Greek goddess of sexual love and beauty. Okay, so what a drastic change from what we just saw to this. Like, her abs be poppin'. Like, this was the standard? This was the beauty? How did we go from before to all of a sudden this? It's like works out every day, eats freaking kale. That's what I'm getting in my head. You know what I mean when I see this? Like that's a serious flat stomach. Those are some rock hard abs. Get it? She's a statue. Rock hard. How does it fluctuate this much? The Three Graces by artist Peter Paul Rubens, circa 1635. The oil painting is an example of how the painter often depicted women with curvy, full-figured bodies. I'm just wondering how it went from like the first picture we saw to the second picture we saw, and now we're kind of leaning back to a more full, curvy. Honestly, you want to know what that reminds me of? And like when I read that and it said curvy, full, I'm like, healthy. That's natural. That's what came to my mind when I saw these pictures. A natural body, like the word full and curvy. I'm like, nah, man. This is a healthy and a natural and a normal body. A photo of, she got a badonkadonk. A photo of Bianca Leons? Circa 1902, the actress's curves are emphasized by her corset. Y'all are gonna just rip me apart, but in ancient history, what was the era of corsets? Was the early 1900s like the start? I feel like it was the 1800s, huh? I was gonna say it looks like she has a corset on just from the back, and just the style of dress and the style of photo and everything, because during this time, and that would make your badonkadonk look bigger. I have worn a corset. Have you, ladies? I have. It's not fun in like plays and theater and stuff like that, because I used to do a lot of theater. It's really not fun. You cannot breathe. Oh, suddenly we are just super thin. Where there's smoke, there's fire by American artist Russell Patterson dates back to the 1920s. The full-length illustration depicts a fashionably dressed flapper with a slender body. So this is a flapper girl era is what you're saying. And apparently that was just very petite and very thin. What was, oh, the last one, I'm like trying to remember the different changes along the way. And we just came from the corset curvy area. So 20 years later, according to this photo, it was the slim flapper girl, very petite frame that was idealized, and that was the body standard of women. We're halfway and just seeing all these changes and like how much it fluctuates and things like that. It's like, how would we ever keep up though? Marilyn Monroe, people, I always say Marilyn Monroe and people are like, it's Monroe, and I just say it weird. I was hoping she would be on it. She's an icon. Actress Marilyn Monroe in 1954, while filming The 7-Year Itch, she became one of the world's most adored sex symbols. I think it's safe to say she was one of the first sex symbols of the industry and the world. Like there's beautiful actresses and whatnot before her, but I feel like the whole like sex appeal was totally created surrounding her. Like in the generation I was born and when I was growing up, like that, like we just knew Marilyn Monroe represented the beginning of the sex appeal. And I mean, oh, look at her. She's freaking hot. Body to me again, like just, it looks healthy. Like she just had a healthy, beautiful body. I was just about to mention Twiggy, which is so funny because I was like, I didn't know what timeline she came, but Leslie Lawson, known as Twiggy, in 1966, she was famous for her lean body type, which became a popular image in fashion magazines during that time. I only know this because I used to watch America's Next Top Model religiously with my sisters all growing up, and Twiggy was an icon. And I do remember 100% seeing her photos and the other models, and like that was their inspiration, and that was my inspiration. I so wanted to be petite and very thin my entire life. There are days where I still get in my head and I'm like, man, I just want to be stick thin, like as they say, just stick thin, very petite, very slim. This was it. Like she's very small. Not that being small is a bad thing. I also don't like when there's very thin girls that people are like, eat a burger. Like calling someone fat isn't the only way to body shame, okay? So petite girls, you are just as freaking beautiful. There is nothing wrong with it. It's just crazy to me that anyone who isn't petite, naturally built petite, and they had to, like, that was the example they had to follow, that could create a lot of problems, a lot of disorders, and a lot of unhealthy habits, in my opinion. Ooh, what? That's Naomi Campbell? Supermodel Naomi Campbell walks the runway in 1989. During this era, slender yet strong supermodels became idealized images of beauty. I love that they wrote slender yet strong. You know, I love a strong body, and I'm not saying that petite girls are not strong. I'm sure they have their own strengths, but I just feel like scientifically, you know, if your body is bigger and you work out and things like that, you're going to have a strong physique. And damn. Oh, she looks hot. She is killing it. You can see the muscle in that thigh. Are you kidding me? Okay. Kate Moss, like how have I never seen these photos before? Supermodel Kate Moss, photographed for Calvin Klein in 1993, had a slim body type, often described as waif-like. That became popular, waif. When I saw her, yes, she looks thin. She looks healthy to me. You know, I do see some abs, obviously. Doesn't look like she has much body fat on her body. She looks healthy though to me. I don't know. Like to me, if I saw that, I'd say like that girl works out. Like, I don't know. I honestly kind of see this with the last picture, Naomi Campbell Strong, in a sense. She looks a little more slim, but still like pretty close, you know? Oh, here we are. Listen, I have no tea, no shade on Kim Kardashian. I think all of those girls are beautiful. Obviously, they have taken a different approach to natural beauty. They have gone down the non-natural route, which is fine. It is their choice. It is their body. I think they are still beautiful. Reality star Kim Kardashian in 2017, who often poses in a way to showcase her posture. The term belfie, a butt selfie, was reportedly coined by Kardashian herself. I mean, we saw this coming. It's sad because I feel like anytime you mention beauty standards in today's world, the first thing people say is Kardashians. And which is strange because it's like, you get two different kinds though of beauty standards today. You have the Kendall Jenner, runway supermodel, Gigi Hadid, Bella Hadid, very tall, very petite, very slim. And then in another light, you have Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian and Cardi B and all these, the curvy and, you know, the big booties, the big yabos. Like, I don't even know how girls are surviving today, especially young girls. Like, we got two totally complete opposite beauty standards. Body image experts are hopeful that a new era will usher in more such body positive images and attitudes. In 2016, toy manufacturing company Mattel announced the expansion of its Barbie Fashionistas doll line to include 3 body types: tall, curvy, and petite, as well as a variety of skin tones and hairstyles. I was gonna mention that I know toys and Barbies and stuff have created a curvy girl, not healthy or normal, but sure, let's call them curvy. We can't just call them healthy and happy, but whatever. And I love to see it. Also, let's mention, you know, they had their first ever plus size model who was also just happy and healthy on the cover of Sports Illustrated, which is huge. I feel like we are definitely in an era that is more body positive, self-love. We got Lizzo out there, you know, she is always trying to encourage women to feel good in their skin no matter what size. So I feel like we've come a long way. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this kind of history reaction content. If you guys want to see more, I kind of want to see men, you know, but we can do other things like this. Let me know in the comments. I'm out of here though. I'll see you guys in another one. Stay classy, drink your water, and stay sassy. And also, you're freaking beautiful. You're beautiful no matter what size, no matter what picture you saw in today's video. You're beautiful no matter what, okay? Have you even subscribed to the channel yet? Don't be a fake fan. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to.